What's up, fellas? Before I get into anything, man, y'all know how match coverage is. Everything's about bracketing and so on and so forth. Now, no stock defense is basically going to be end all be all. By no means am I saying that. I am saying that when you turn your match defenses on, you basically assign your guys to do something. Okay. Now we can get into the man on demands and the man everywhere he goes. You'll get a lot of those man everywhere he goes in the quarters logics, whereas you'll get a lot of man on demand in the third logics with the Rip Liz, meaning that they'll drop down when they need to when you're dealing with 4 routes flooding to one side, whereas quarters get 4 routes flooded in one side will probably leave somebody open. So it's just understanding what you need in certain situations. You can swap quarters for thirds with your match on if you understand what people are trying to do to you. You ain't got to change all of them. Just got to understand when you're running match coverages how they're going to react in certain situations versus different defenses. Like if I put a safety in an inside quarter, obviously he's going to defend the number 3. Wherever the number 3 is, he's going to man everywhere he goes on him. But I could put him in a match third, and he can defend the number 3, assuming if 3 goes vertical, he'd be man on demand. Whereas if nothing goes vertical to him, he'll just play back to the third. So it's just understanding that and adding that to your concepts. That way if you're dealing with someone that's running and spamming like crossers and corner routes, you could take that quarter off, because quarters are going to defend the post route and vacate its zone unless something comes to him or whatever. But we'll play some games, and I'll kind of just go through it and teach you as we play, assuming if I play someone that passes. But we'll see. But always want to turn it on. And then you can kind of be creative with it, like once you understand how it works, like you can be extremely creative. You can bring the cover 5
coverage of
defense.
the National Football League is on the air. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
You didn't want it?
O'Connell to throw right away. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have the Raiders first down. As a tackle made at the 42.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. Those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go about.
There's a throw inside, taken in by his tight end. He gets his way inside, 15 just over. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And that time to tackle by Malik Hooker.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion, left goes Myers. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Dummy, when you baseline, you take your run bits out of the equation.
Touchdown. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2. Now they'll audible to something else. They're going to try and run. And that was beautiful. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And they'll go on the ground. This will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard. The first carry down for Tony Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Going to run again here with Pollard. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Prescott now. And he is going to go down. He will be
6-0 our score after one. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Lamb in motion left. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but now the 4 takes it across.
You have no run fits when you baseline, my guy.
Pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And not playing run fits with Josh Jacobs is not what you want to do. Run commit is not going to save you, bro. You need to get out of the baseline and stop it.
Rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So
One thing about when you attack the linemen, you're not going to play correct football.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Here's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice.
Thou shalt not be so wise, fellas.
They executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Thou shalt not be so wise.
That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
It's commandment number 1 in the Madden Bible.
Trying to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3-for-2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2-for-1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott out to his left. That's dumped off to Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yes, I do. If you don't, they're not going to work.
2nd and a couple. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They take away the reads on the RPOs.
There's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
I run the Raiders playbook.
They'll run with Pollard, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and further.
Stops all these little glitchy-ass formations.
3rd and goal.
Which motherfucker actually play you, man?
Stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pollard.
That is
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's O'Connell. That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw, O'Connell. A dump off for the and brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he was stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2.
A run fits when you face the line. It becomes a weak box, bro. Stop face the lining. Pancakes, man. I ain't have to work for them.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
It'll take more than just picking the Cowboys to beat someone like me, bro. You gotta have some type of IQ or something. Sitting there just playing baseline is fucking dumb. I don't know why people do stupid shit, but you know, I guess that's his generation.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Prescott on first down. Staying up.
Go ahead, down.
In the end, pressure to bring it. He goes down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's letting it fly.
You're not beating that match third, bro. That's correct alignment football, bro.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Look at that blitz. Bro, these like custom playbooks thinking, oh, wait, such and such YouTuber told me to run this. It was going to be open. It was going to work. And then they fuck around and they match up against me. And so how easy I stop it with 2 adjustments. Match coverage, baby.
Prescott to throw on fourth.
That corner. Match zone, dumbass.
And this one is incomplete.
That Rip Liz, baby.
Surprising move to go for it predictably. They somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Stop playing man, fellas, I'm telling you.
Here's Jacobs on first.
No run fist because he wants to base the line.
That's the job of finding the openings. He's got this now down to 22.
This dude from the generation to fuck around and find out.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
No run fits.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing, O'Connell. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers.
Got him in a loop, fellas.
And the Raiders go by 2 touchdowns. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two.
Now you want to fuck around and get out of baseline. A little too late, buddy.
In motion left.
Oh, he done fucked up.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Corner out of run fit, running into the flat to the sideline. What are you defending over there? Nothing. No receiver, no player, no offensive guy went to that spot on the field. What was so important about you being over there? Sitting over there talking to the coach, having Kool-Aid, or asking for Gatorade? What's wrong with you, man? You don't know how to play alignment football over here? Jesus Christ. You're horrible. Stop going with the status quo, man. Learn how to get your IQ up. Cover what's in front of you.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
We'll be so scared. Be like, oh, I don't got no one defending. I ain't got no one sitting over there. You don't need no one sitting over there. That's why you got players with legs. They fucking run. Jesus Christ.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive.
Got a safety back me up into the other gap.
Give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when
You can use concepts. I mean, like I said, Cover 6 is a good outside run defense. You just got to play the inside. As a user, you have to understand what works.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Lamb in motion left.
Oh, see, you want to do that? We change it.
Second down, Prescott.
And that crosser. Jammed his crosser. Oh, I love these match zones, bro. They'll fuck you up. Wait till he comes across, change his zone. So like that, we got another match. Please show it. Give me that corner. Give me that corner. Yeah! Get your ass down. Look around, find out, man. That's how you play defense. You line up with what's in fucking front of you. That baseline shit don't fucking work, man. Work together as a community, try to teach each other shit. Stop being in fucking training wheel mode, man. Baseline is for people that's never played Madden before and don't know how to fucking use it. It's elementary defense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Match third. You're not running corners on that, bro.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I hate how they give him those KOs.
quarterback come out of the backfield because you know he's got love for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Myers. The first run for the backup will do it.
Ah, you right back into him. Oh, supposed to be a touchdown.
Only a yard leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. Now O'Connell.
PI!
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this
No
defense
flags on AI in this game.
the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a
Take
field
your
goal,
points, because if I go for it, they're going to start bailing them out. We already know. Been there, done that so many fucking times. Trying to run the score
Kick
up.
by Carlson is good. Team's starting field position was terrific for him. Surprising triple rundowns, but the end result, 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that.
The positives, man, the wheels on the bus done came off of him. He tried to take his training wheels off. He didn't base the line as much.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
But you can't just take them off if you don't know, if you ain't been following no football lessons, my guy. Empty base, not it, bro.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
That crosser. Oh.
Full right side, take it in here to start this drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Right to me, bro. Stop spamming the same shit, bro. This match coverage gonna fuck you up. Make you throw it right to my guy every time.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to put a good
Just sitting there waiting for the ball, man.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender
Number
would
3.
win. But a nice job.
Oh! Oh, come on, man. That was money shot. Bro, like, learn how to play defense, bro.
2nd and 10. And O'Connell now to throw.
Ah, they let him jump low like that, really. No one said he tried to run the score up. We get to play more defense. Come on, bro. Hey, stop trying to run meta plays, man. You gotta learn how to get good.
Drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit.
Damn, bro. It's like my guys are projecting where the ball is going. They just sitting right there on every route.
He has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Look at that. Yeah. Can't run quads on me, bro. Shit's a noob offense. You ain't got enough guys protecting you. Look at him, he's just sitting there waiting for the ball. Come on, man. Learn how to fucking run on offense, man. Stop spamming his ass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Cowboys will go. Prescott.
We got help. We got help. Oh, God. Overran. Come on.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again.
Bracket coverage. Like gun empty does not intimidate me, bro.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Get the thing tore up.
37. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Ah, you supposed to alert that.
His target is complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Now Prescott.
Why are they slowing my guy down? Y'all see how... Man, EA. That's that DDA shit. Making me run around real slow for no reason.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score.
Because I was going to alert that too.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but
What I
it's
said, fellas,
like
I'm
they got
trying to
the
run the
touchdown they
score up
needed.
because
You
Madden
come on the
started doing that
defensive
fuck
side of the
shit.
ball. Okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum.
See how many plays it takes people to score against this defense? Like, even if they do score legit, they're not getting in, 4 or 5 plays, bro. They're going to have to 17. I've had people take 20 plays to score against me. It's tough to read because you can't just throw beaters on it. You really got to understand what's on the field. My defense has improved since I've been applying Rip Liz to it with the cover 3 user adjustments.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter.
When they face the line, I can change their run fits with motion. You don't want a motion hike because you create block shots. You always make sure they set their feet.
We gotta have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st.
I strengthen the box with the motion. He's in a baseline, so he's already weak boxed by doing that.
19 yards on the ground for Jacobs. This is a 1st down.
You cannot play the run from a baseline, my guy.
They'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
Matter. That's what cost you the game, trying to spam baseline the whole game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, man, I would have had him. I would have had him. Made him take the crosser, man. That running back would be wide open for a big play.
Not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window.
Send it to me, but it's got to be a neutral stadium.
In this case, unsuccessfully.
Bro, why are they not like... Bro, this game. Remember what I say, fellas. They don't like when you blow people out, man. They'll start doing shit like that. That was an easy completion, man. Come on now. You just punt it. Get out of here. Play defense.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Give me some hang time, Cole. That was a good shit. Oh, good punt. 9 seconds.
Couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Why is you still running quads, my guy?
This is 1st and 10.
Here. Got a third over there, bro.
That's complete to Liam. We'll get whistles and a signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's first down.
This is where we get creative. Try something else. You're not getting out in front of that third, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Cannot throw verts over match thirds. You're not getting over the top of them. Still spamming. It wasn't pretty for me. It started fucking with me, but I'll show y'all, man. You're not throwing deep on a match third press, my guy. Like, I don't care who you can have the fastest receiver in the game. You're not getting over him. I'm gonna run with you. I'm gonna box you out and stay on the top.
The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down.
Box out every run. He gets the jam, and he runs stride for stride. He stays out in front of him. You're not getting over the top of that. He started cheating. Oh, look at this shit, bro. How I don't get that throw to the running back. Can't cheat so bad. Man, just spamming plays. Then they slow my user down. Like, look how fast my dude just runs super slow. I can't even catch it. Spamming fucking quads, bro. Get good. Look I'm not manned up. Everything's in a zone, but look at how they man up, bro. They are real sticky. Like, he'll come over here, he'll take him to the flat. Third carries the vertical up the field. The other third sitting there waiting on the crosser. If you look at him, that second crosser come, he waiting on him. That mid-read takes the first thing that crosses the field. So as soon as I see something cross the field, I'm taking the first route in front of it. I ain't got to worry about shit on their backside because the ISO he taken care of, man. That match third, you not beating it. You know? That Rip Liz 101. Am I saying you always need to run cover 3? No. But sometimes it's required. Especially if someone wants to pick a better team than you and want to sit there and spam. You know, that shit's not working, bro. Am I saying that you're gonna win every fucking game? No. All I'm trying to do is make y'all more competitive, get y'all out of those bad mindsets. I see too many people doing too many stupid shit, sitting there running cover 2 man the whole fucking game. Like, come on, man, stop running elementary ass defenses. Get into a situation, Pat. You need to learn how to play some run defense because you're going to end up playing fucking 49ers and he's going to run all over you, bro. I'm telling you right now. You need to learn how to run match coverage. Leave that man coverage shit alone. That shit dead. That shit do not work unless you playing fucking mutt and you in game. And by in game, I'm talking 99 overall. Where they have all the fucking free abilities and shit. They don't cost no AP. I was looking at yesterday, man. There's no fucking team in regs that can play legit man coverage versus, a team with three decent receivers. You would need to cover an elite. You would need like at least a 95 press. I think the only corner in the game that can go pound for pound with Devontae is Jalen Ramsey. That's it. He is the only corner in the game that, is 50-50. Anybody else you try to play man to man with Devontae, bro, I'm gonna have ups on it. It'll take you that long to pick a team, bro. Thought you were ready. Talking about Sam. And another thing, try to be
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League
diverse with your play calling too. Like obviously we all got our situational stuff that we typically use that works. Like you get into a situation, you run a defense, and you encounter a specific offense, and it's consistently working for you. Then yeah, you can use it for that. You know, dial in, open your playbooks up, see what works against what. Don't sit in there and expect one defense to cover every fucking thing, because it's not.
And how about this? An onside kick to start the game.
You knew it was coming, bro.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
Give you a short field.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Dancing to his left. And Lawrence goes smoothly as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
They spam RPOs, bro. I'm running match coverage, my guy.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right.
That's match cover. Oh, you about to big.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That one a pickup of 15.
Man, I hear this hoping and praying.
Great example right there to remind everyone what a weapon he can be as a runner. Charles, nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
The defensive coach is losing their mind on that play, because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, 5 receivers in the area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Another 10-3 team. And they'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Throw right side is going to be caught by Cook. Touchdown. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of a touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence.
Scared or something, Keel?
Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all. He's only first to start at the 12-yard line. the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive.
Take the run fits away, man. Keep doing all that odd one shit, man.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. He'll be taken down, but now before they work it across midfield. Jacobs going to try the middle.
I try to tell you. Just sitting there just spamming audibles is not playing defense, man.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
Going forward, we good.
Breakaway this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure.
Don't let Connell run in now. Yeah, you need to work on your run defense, my guy. It's horrible.
The scramble goes for 20. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jacobs, he is going nowhere.
Oh, damn, Rhodes, such a badass shooter.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's O'Connell.
I was going to throw it.
Trayvon Walker. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now it's O'Connell. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs.
That's a touchdown!
They stop him at the run. Turned away.
Y'all see how they cheat me, man? Oh, that's so lame, EA. I can only laugh at this point.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive.
You need to build out now.
To take a 2-score lead.
And a cosign review.
I got something for that, though.
They script it up, and really, that kind of start that can set the tone for the game for them.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. In motion right is Ridley. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get this one to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stopped the run.
Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll send Kirk in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Got him with it. So all that auto and shit ain't it, bro. Give me time to set up for what I want. It's not confusing me with your audibles, bro. As long as I come out and match personnel, you're not going to get me.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
They're going to keep it on the ground.
That's dive tackles.
Right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders set. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now Lawrence.
Oh, come on. The camera angle fucked me up there.
Down to the 33-yard line.
And that was yards they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. It's complete to Jones.
You're not running RPOs on a match defense, bro.
He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken.
Yeah, that camera angle fucked me up. See the field, I just can't see the pursuit tackle.
All they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now when you start to lean on that running game, that's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. ETN is in. Touchdown, Jackson. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Connell on 1st and 10. Over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing. O'Connell. Got a man. It's Miller. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. O'Connell now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now them staring at a 30 long. and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To the air again, O'Connell. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they go play action here with O'Connell. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down.
Told you about playing man coverage, though.
A very important 3rd down conversion.
Shit's passing rates.
And find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. O'Connell. Touchdown.
Stop playing man, bro. It's just ass. You need competition.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
O'Connell's throwing for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 47.
Linebackers running that fast now.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. This man play backfires in a big way. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing now over inside 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Running out the gun, BTN.
That's it, baby.
Not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I sounded the booth ready for quarter number 3. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here and starting with it in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the Shotgun snap and again to ETN. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Lawrence to throw.
That match coverage is a motherfucker.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now O'Connell. This is screen to a goal. And he's going to lose yardage here.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it. They get their punter a little bit of space and try to help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. He's got his
Do not cover a receiver with a defensive lineman, my guy. What are you doing?
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now here's a throw. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now O'Connell.
Stop playing, man. It's crazy you ain't figured that shit out yet.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A short throw, that's holding by Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In motion, left goes Myers. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line of running game imposing its will.
Oh my
Second
God.
down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and
Where
it's
we living
35.
The 65 overall quarterback.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, here comes Jacobs.
Got to play run sets, my guy. Man coverage is not going to play run sets for you.
Josh Jacobs taking it in from the 20. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. He'll send the tight end in motion. It's complete. So the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Take right over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's caught out, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. ETN up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. And as they come to the line,
play flipping is pointless, bro. My shit matches up with
that. On this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Still on his feet. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and then a move the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Stop running with the quarterback, bro. Fuck around, find out.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Oh, you were right there. Make the tackle.
Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And it's a pretty good return here as he gets this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's brought down and not before really a stiff arm in space. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll bring it up.
I want to get that safety out of that sub linebacker spot. He's not big enough.
As the drive continues, it's a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. It certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move him down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I going back to it.
On second down, Jacobs.
Not big enough, bro. Safety's out of there.
94 yards on the ground.
Means anything you run is going to be a weak box.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out. And boy, was it right here. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them with just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here now, 3rd down. Here's O'Connell.
Come back to, oh, y'all about to say.
He's taken down, but not
It's in there hollering for the ball. I mean, come back and get it. Try to click on, he wouldn't move.
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
on the handoff is
Big box.
Jacobs. Charles, of delivering under pressure, the game-winning potential. There's still no time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Found some type of miraculous play in this last half minute. I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
It's like the most pointless thing you can do, bro. You flip play, I flip play. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a wasted adjustment.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. The Jaguars now use the last of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Lawrence completes it to Evan.
And that's game.
And they will spike it with time remaining.
I'm about to freeze
And
you.
now they'll at least have a shot at a field goal here that could get them to overtime. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one.
Flipping a play doesn't do you anything. I flip plays with you, so you waste 5 seconds doing that. Better off setting your offense up. Run it how you want to run it from the gate. Don't be on there trying to do all these quick plays. Push you 5 seconds behind and count.
That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss,
we did it with a 65 overall O'Connell, man.
That's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
See the difference between the running? You don't have run fits. I do. You see the difference in the yards and the attempts? And you throw another 20 on with O'Connell. You shouldn't be letting O'Connell run for fucking 20 yards, man. He's slow as fuck. But you see the difference? Man, ETN's a good back in this game, too. But I play run defense. That's why you got to match up with what your opponent has. That's why Tucker balled out. I'm probably going to go to sleep after that, man. We'll run it back in the morning. You going to be on tomorrow? I'm a little tired. Got them pancakes. 3 pancakes, 2 pancakes, 1. Crosby got a sack. Coates got a sack. Peters with 2 picks. We'll get into the Rip Liz. I got him with 1. I had to user adjust a Rip Liz to get that interception. I'm going to show you what I did. So sometimes you just got to kind of improvise a little bit. Hopefully there's a highlight for it. Alright, so yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Alright, so I set my Rip Liz up from a double safety blitz because I needed both safeties to drop down to the line. Because there's no point of me playing the back line of the fucking end zone because you're just running routes under it. So, third, seam flat, and vert hook. That's all I did. And then I put a third over here on him. So you see the third on him, gets a jam, runs with him wherever he goes. Gets out in front. See the other route coming, he's going to play that other route too. That's the advantage of it. Alright. This side, we got that third and the seam flat. Seam flat kind of chuck, but he did get back and play the flat for me. So I have 2-man bracket over the flat. I'm taking the crosser underneath, and I got the vert hook. He got 89 jump. 89 jump can play 10 yards if you throw a bullet pass. So you think he open, you just try to chunk that bitch. He gonna jump it. So he takes that passing lane away. And all the while, I'm sending pressure with this shit too, so you can kind of see he did a good job picking it up. That's why I said I want to make sure my coverage behind it is there just in case. So that was one of the Rip Liz's that I hit you with. I had a couple of them get you for sacks. I think I was mid-adjusting this one. I didn't get it the way I wanted to because I didn't realize my safety was over here on the outside. My 2 corners were on the inside. I was thinking, I tried adjusting thinking that my safety was right here and my 2 corners right there. So I had to change it up real quick at the last second. But I do get my safety over the top, which is okay. I just didn't man up the number 2 because, like I said, when he flipped the play, trying to glitch people out and shit. But that's why I stopped running the 3-4. It's like, fuck it, we're just going to match personnel so you can't glitch me no more. I know some people be trying to do that thinking that they doing something, but pay attention. When your opponent start matching personnel, that flip play shit don't work no more. That boy Tucker just ran right around you. See, that's why I don't like running 2-man. Like, man coverage sucks. Like, the idea is there, but the coverage fucking sucks, bro. Like, look at her. Look how wide open you let a rookie receiver get. Like, he's not even an elite receiver. You go up against a wheel route, you got jammed for playing press. Press, man, like they even put it, like when they put the game out and they advertised the game and they did the, y'all remember when they did the I guess they had the two mud guys or whatever. They were playing each other and they were highlighting different things. And they basically told you that press man isn't going to be good this year. Like, that was the highlight of the game. Why do people still play press man? Why? Like, they literally told you before the game come out. They showed you this shit, that it was going to be ass. You run press man, look at there. You're not going to get pressed. Boom. He's running free. Stop playing man coverage. I think this one that hit you on that cover 3. This is 2-man under again. Stop running man coverage. These wheel routes will fuck that shit up, man. Look at this. Butt naked open. I shot the wrong gap on that one. I tried to get in on that safety at the last second. I was going to try to come screen right through there and just dive at you. It was late. I was on a bad camera angle. Remember, I had that thing backed all the way back up. That's the only reason I missed that tackle, because I'm thinking I was already on you. I was fucking myself up. I had to get out of that camera angle. We were running back tomorrow, man. I'm a little tired to run 100%, man. Like, you'll get some good games out of me here and there, but you see how that Rip Liz picks that crosser up? I'm trying to remember which one of these I ran them on the inside third. I think that's the one I ran them inside third. The match coverage, it plays sticky, man. It's man coverage when you want it to be, but you just swap off your mans. You know, you swap off your pattern to who matches up with who. And when they match, they plaster. Stop running man. Play match defense, bro. It's so much easier. And then when the ball's in the air, they play that shit like zone. They're aggressive to the ball. I think this is the other Rip Liz I got you with. See how you kept flipping your play, thinking you were going to get me. I went ahead and had that seam flat sitting right there waiting on this shit. I knew it was coming. Look at him. He's just going to sit right over there because I pressed him down to the running back so he would look like he was blitzing. Watch what he does. He's going to sit right there. See, the crosser, we don't fall for mesh concepts in match coverage. Everybody has a responsibility when route changes. It's called pattern match for a reason. You match to the route. You don't play one man on everything. So I see the crosser. I'm playing the 3-rec. I know I got a seam flat behind me. Why do I don't take the crosser going to the seam flat. I take the crosser or angle route or whatever the fuck that is going up the middle of the field. So I take that read away from you and you throw it right to the seam flat. You just sitting there. At that Rip Liz, man. You can't run mesh concepts on this, man. You can't sit there and run these like little underneath crossers. They take too long to develop. Number two, sometimes you might have to deal with elite pass rushers. You know, I put Tyree on the inside. You know, so sometimes he'll get a good rush because he's pretty fast. Did a good job on picking up on the backside, but still, that's why you want to make sure you got your pattern matches. And this is another thing I like is the zone chucks you get. All right, it delays your routes from getting open. It slows them down. So right there, Zay Jones gets zone chuck, slows him down. You're not even gonna throw it to him. You throw it to him when I'm gonna explain this how the game works. When you throw a route, everything's timing based. All right. So if I'm in practice mode and I keep throwing a route, then that ball is going to hit a trigger point at the time that I release it, you know, plus or minus with the free form. If you have that on, that ball is designated to go where you're supposed to be. All right. Well, when you get zone chucked, the quarterback is still going to throw it where you're supposed to be in the timing mechanism. But when you zone chuck, it slows you down. you get knocked off your route, and usually what that causes, you might throw it right to a defender or something. Y'all had a situation where a defender is basically sitting there waiting for the ball. That's what happens, and I get that a lot in match coverage. Where my outside thirds in the Rip Liz are just going to be sitting there basically being the receiver because of the zone chucks by the seam flats playing underneath. So right there, he gets a nice zone chuck, takes him out of the read progression. Try to see if I can find some more for you guys. And granted, you have some good routes, but I bracketed both of them. That shit was lucky, bro. Like, when I say luck, that was luck. I mean, I had the bracket on the over the top. I was taking a crosser. I had two defenders right there. You just pressing buttons at this point. I could only laugh at that. And man, rolling out of the pocket, you trying to do that Pat Mahomes shit. You know what's crazy is, y'all remember that sidearm throw that they were broadcasting with Pat Mahomes at the beginning of the year? Y'all notice out of all these games that I fucking played, I've yet to see anybody complete that shit. I've not seen it. Not once. Other than the fucking trailer video. I was like, maybe they took it out. I don't know. But I'd be like, God damn, if they put that shit in the game and someone made a completion like that against me. I was like, I'd rage, bro, for real. But like I said, I ain't seen nobody throw that shit. So, maybe it don't exist. And then another thing, the last thing, the pass protection in the beta, bro, was so much better. I ain't even gonna lie, man. That shit had me looking like goddamn fucking sitting behind that 2016 line that the Raiders had, where every fucking lineman was 90 plus awareness. Y'all remember that shit, but y'all in my chat talking about goddamn how you have all day to throw. I'm like, man, motherfucker, shit. Goddamn Carr, Carr can make every throw. I won't take nothing on him away from him on that aspect. It's just when he get pressured, he sucks. Just be honest. If you ain't got a quick pass offense, he sucks. He got a slow release. You can't sit there and be throwing shot plays with somebody with a slow release. You just got to throw a quick pass offense. I should have been running my offense the way I am now when I had Carr. That's pretty much how it should have been at the end of the day. But it's just gonna be something that I take with me, Madden to Madden. Every Madden you try to learn something new, and you bring it to you to the next Madden, and it's got to be something that's fluent that works. Like me making the quick read offense. I'm gonna carry that with me into next year. Like soon as the Madden 25 or whatever the fuck they want to call that shit, because they already have a Madden 25, but we'll see. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit the lab. I'm gonna see if some of my go-tos will work off the rip. The stuff that I've already put countless hours in. I want to make sure that they work before I sit around fuck around with anything else. I'm gonna be running a lot of match coverage from here on out. This is probably the best match coverage has been in a long fucking time. Like, I don't get exposed. Like, nobody's just busted out wide open. Like, nobody's running no concept that exposes how I set my defense up, because I know how to change certain aspects in it to I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Like, most people would be like, you running cover six, they want to run like a play action switch post or something, right? Thinking they're gonna get a one play touchdown. But if you change the 2 quarters to thirds, you take that away, and then people don't know what to do, man. Like, if you understand how match zones work and when you need to put them in, like which ones you need to put in, I always set up. I'm gonna show you a couple ones. Because there's going to be some defenses where you're not going to be able to put all 3 zones. And I'm going to show you.
Now I'll give you a clear example. But I will say, you don't want to put like a cover 2 with a cover 3 zone on one side. They're not gonna, pattern match the way you want them to. So what I'll do is I know how to set up my cover 3. You can set up your cover 3s, you can set up cover 2s, and you can only set up outside quarters. You can't set up any underneath quarters. Like unless you're playing quarters, you can put vert hooks with quarters, but you can't put quarter flats. Just want you to understand that, okay? So if I run three quarters, let's say, I'm just being experimental here, okay? Let's say I want to run third on the backside. So if I'm running a third, you can run a seam flat with it, all right? And then you could opt a mid-third. That would be setting up the Rip Liz on the backside. On the other side, you would want to cover 2, right? So what you can do is if you got 2 corners over here in a goal line, you could run the cover 2 setup. You could set that cover 5 up from my goal line, just like that, all right? And then, in fact, it's got to be a soft squat. So a soft squat and a deep half. Or I could put him in the deep half, and since he's matched up, I'll put him in the soft squat. So the soft squat can come down. All right. Just kind of show you. And also, I can also put a vert hook right there. So I got the cover 2 on one side, the cover 3 on the other. And then I'm giving a look like I'm in a goal line. You just don't know. I'd be creative with this shit. Look at that, everything covered. That cover 5 is hell, man. I'm telling you. Assuming if I play someone to give me time to set it up, because you're not beating. That third's not gonna get beat over the top. All right. We got a seam flat right here, so he's gonna read to the flat, so he's gonna pick up that crosser. You got a mid-third right here. I know it's a linebacker, but he kind of matches off the play action and then goes plays to third. And you got a deep half over here. He's going to take him to the inside and then get over to the top. So he basically gets bracketed high-low. Then you got the soft squat. Now I could probably switch who the soft squat is, but that's just like a clear example. Now, let me give you another example. If you want to set up your quarters concept, let's say I'm running a pinch block or pinch buck, right? I need a formation. All right, so let's say I want to put a quarter on the outside now, because nothing is lined up outside the numbers. He is going to be mod, not meg, mod. Mod means man on demand. So if something comes to him, he'll pattern match to it and take it man. All right. Now, if that receiver's lined up outside the number and I bring him down, then he's going to be meg, man everywhere he goes. Okay. So just understand that. Now, like I said, I could put the safety in a quarter, but I don't have the quarter flat adjustments. I mean, I wouldn't be able to play the flat. So what I would technically do, I'm going to show you how to set this up, because the strong side, you don't want to run quarters. You run quarters on the back side. All right, so it'd be quarter on the back side. Because I don't have a quarter flat, it's going to be a vert hook. So that's going to be your quarters on the back side. And then setting up your Rip Liz, you can go third. Third, seam flat, third. So that can be your quarter. I want to say that's got to be like that's something new.
I had to do some research on it, figure out what they call that. But that's not cover 5. And cover 5 is the cover 2, cover 3 setup. So that might be cover 7, maybe. All right. Hopefully he doesn't run the ball. I know I got it on random play. So it's quarter, inside quarter, vert hook, third, seam flat. And then we'll just let him be manned up. I ain't going to worry about him. So now I got 4 in the box to worry about Jacobs. Now I can change because I put zones on it on the field. I need to change my run fits on the way that my D-line is crashing. So I'm going to take the D-line. We're going to crash to the side that we put the zone. Look at her. Woo! We got turbo. A 4-man rush turbo. I ain't even mad, bro. I don't know fuck that I gave the completion up. Look at that. I just got too excited. Let's kind of slow it down. Now, I could probably swap off like a vert hook maybe, because if I'm going to leave that guy manned up, since I don't have a quarter flat or a flat zone over there, I could let him play that in man. You got to worry about that. And then we could just swap him to a vert hook. So I could run 2 vert hooks. I wonder if I can global. No, global is for only hook curls. So I would have to vert hook both. And then we could run third, quarter, and then slide, crash. Sometimes it doesn't register. All right, so that's going to be a 4-man rush. We don't need a quarter flat because we're playing man on the fullback. Look at her. Get pressure with a 4-man rush out of that shit. And it looks like it's pinch buck because that's all they're looking for is you running pinch buck on the play art. They don't pay attention to stuff. So you got your quarter. He's going to kind of stay over the top because receiver goes inside the numbers. He's only going to be meg if he stays outside. So the route comes inside. Just going to pass it over. This inside quarter is going to defend the number 3. Nothing goes to him. He's going to stay in an inside quarter. I also forgot to do one thing. I wish you could do this from the main menu because it didn't play exactly like I wanted it to. And I forgot. You got to turn this shit on from the coaching menu. My bad, fellas. Alright. So now let's do it. Quarter, vert, third, and then crash. You got to get good with these memories. The muscle memory on setting these things up. Sometimes I'll take a couple of plays to kind of prepare myself with a quick adjust. That way I'm just not, sitting there spamming it every time. It's something that I'll probably use maybe, once a drive, depending on the situation. Cloud crams those run fits. I don't want to look at it. I know it plays good run defense. I'm trying to get it. I want to see the pass defense. Always set up your deep coverages first. Then you can set up your box. The D-line crashing is like the hardest one to set up because it doesn't register. Jacobs is a good running back. I didn't play the cover 3. Let's see what happened. He probably ran duo, yeah. That's the only thing, like that safety has to come down. I'd have to show blitz to stop that run. So what I could do, third, just like that. Crash. Now, formations like this, you have to show blitz for that safety to play that run fit. And don't press with show blitz. Oh, look at the coverage. To just look like this. Third does get behind, because that's just another thing that you're just going to have to be careful with. Because the third will get behind. This quarter is going to play the number 3. So the number 3 is technically, in this situation, is going to be the fullback. So if you kind of watch that safety, he's watching the fullback. Now it's okay. See how the safety's eyeing that fullback? He stays with him wherever he goes. If you're playing someone that does a lot of misdirections where they'll come in here and then they'll run like a reverse swing, you won't see it a lot. I used to do it, and sometimes I will still do it, but match coverage can kind of stop those misdirection plays if you know what you're doing, because you already know he's going to play the number 3. So if somebody decides they want to get tricky with the swing route on the backside, and I'll give you a good example. Hold up. Because I'll run it every now and then in my offense just to kind of throw people off. Because it looked nice, I ain't going to lie. Let me see. Flip sides. Just let it run. Alright. Give y'all a clear example. Usually I'll be looking for like a good play or good pass concepts built into it. This one doesn't have it. That's probably why I don't do it as much. But you're looking for some like deep pass concepts. I gotta like it. I might do it with like a play action or something. So I'll run like a reverse swing. It is better on play action. Let me see. See if I got a play action. Like I know it has those slides, but I'd rather just do the reverse swing on it because it goes upfield and it opens up faster. So you might catch people like in strong close. Strong close is where it's deadly because you got better passing plays. Like this one doesn't have a lot of plays I can pass with, but is a big part of dealing with that backside. So if I had a safety in a quarter, he would play the number 3 because you know this concept now. So you look at that at backside, he cuts up field, easy yards. But you have that match quarter, he'll play that. You know, if you're dealing with people trying to be creative and stuff, like every now and then you might play someone, but most of the time you're just playing regs. You're just going to be playing people that pick the best teams and put a money playbook together. Like that's all you fucking deal with. I run a stock playbook. Turn my matches on and match up. Whatever formation you got, I match my DBs with your receivers. I match, safeties with your tight ends. It depends on what kind of tight end you got. If you got a blocking tight end, I'm going to match a linebacker on him. If you got a receiving threat tight end, I'll match a safety up on him. Just kind of pay attention. Every team going to be different. Fullbacks, the only fullback that's a receiving threat in the game is Alex Ingold. Other than that, most people use 2 running backs in regs. So, if I'm dealing with that, I'm matching corners on running backs. Not linebackers, because everything that I consider as a pass threat. I don't consider the run threat because we play run fits. Everybody's responsible for a gap, regardless what their type is or position is. They're responsible for a gap. You play your gap, you stop the run, you slow the run down. It doesn't matter if you're a corner, safety, linebacker, defensive end, defensive side. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you match personnel so you don't get weak boxed. and make sure that you're rushing at least 4 minimum, and don't fucking pass commit or run commit. That shit's ass. Like, they really did a number on that shit this year. If you pass commit and they run the ball, you get your tackle gets debuffed, your speed gets slowed the fuck down. So you're gonna give up a big ass fucking run. I leave commits alone this year. I rarely will I do it, unless I'm absolutely positively sure that I know you pass it. I just won't do it on runs at all because people use RPOs. I don't know, bro. I'd rather set my shit up. Like, I play show blitz to defend the run, like, it'll play the run and the short pass. It is weak against deep passes, but if you can get pressure, usually people don't have time to throw up those deep bombs. I'm just trying to see. Most playbooks like got nerfed. Like, the only people that really give you problem are people that got custom playbooks, and they can go to hell, man. It's like, you really gonna play with a custom playbook and you're a complete bum. I mean, like, if you can't just play with what you got, I don't know, maybe it's me getting older, but all the customizing shit, like, that's just lame. Like, when I was younger, maybe, I was like, man, if we had all this, just imagine, now this shit's hell, man. That's just making the game bad, for real. Like, people glitching shit out. Yeah, show blitz gets beat deep. It's press match third, not just press third. Let me show you. You do a regular press third. A regular press third is not, no. Regular press third goes inside. He doesn't match up with anything. You press a regular zone, he doesn't chuck. You press a match zone, he's either going to be mod or meg, or he's gonna chuck and react, depending on your concept. Try to give y'all a good example. Try to find me a deep route. Alright, so we got flanker drive. Alright, we got our matches should be on. Hold on, let me double check. Actually, let me turn it off. They need to make this easier to do with one controller. Coaching adjustments. I might have to do it on the other side. What am I doing wrong? Choose new play. Coaching adjustment. I turned the match off on the first one. I want y'all to see. Alright, so regular outside third. Just kind of pay attention to it. Regular outside third doesn't get a jam. That receiver can do whatever he wants if he doesn't get jammed. You see that? He just immediately turns his back. Y'all see what I do when people turn their back to my receivers. All right? Now watch this. Now we turn the match on. Individually press and put the outside third on him again. Now look at him. You see him? He got that jam. Try to pay attention. Alright. Then I'm going to show you man. Alright. So this is a third. See how he runs stride for stride? Alright. Now we're just going to run press man and watch the difference. Press man, he'll get cooked if shade him inside because it's a fade route. I'll just give you an idea. See, third, the man coverage gets beat over. It'll get beat over the top. He's gonna keep throwing that, but me as a user, I'm gonna throw that D fade. I'm gonna show you why. See how you get beat? That'll usually happen versus like cover one. Okay. So you see the difference on the animation. See, now if I leave him as is with the outside shade on man coverage, he'll stick him up on that fade route, but he can still pass lead inside because he'll get a release. So I'm gonna slow this down because you can't always assume like fade routes don't like they'll get stuck up on that and jam, but he'll peel back inside and you can't defend that, you know, because if he peels back inside, because people do that shit to me, like every now and then I'll get that stick up animation and then he'll just cut up field and then I can pass lead inside shoulder because the defender will be behind me. So that's, you know, man coverage can get picked on at that unless you're just dealing with someone that just immediately just tries to throw it as soon as they get it. But I'm going to go back and show you. I'm going to try to show y'all from a better formation. Let me see. Choose new play. Let's say I'm running. Let's do it from a dime. This is how you get your lab workout. So what I'll do is I'll take this cover one and I'll set it up with the Rip Liz Match 3. Okay? It's got the 3 rec hook. You know, it needs to be ran this way. Hold up. Alright? And they're already pressed. So I want y'all to kind of pay attention to how they're all working. I know that seam flats are going to get outside, so even if they're running verticals, so I don't have to run, like if I know they're running, like I could go seam flat over there, vert over there in third, because I don't have to worry about a flat defender over here. Let me flip the play though. I don't have to set it up on both sides. Now I know since the seam flat is going to play outside, what I could do now, man coverage allows you to shade, or you can pick a already shaded in defense. Like let's say I pick cover 2 man. It's the only way that you can shade your inside corners is picking the defense off the rip. All right. So I know all I got to do is just press them. So both corners are now shaded inside. You can't do that from a cover 1. You can't, like even if you try to shade them in, you won't get that leverage. Now I can run that press Rip Liz, okay? And I just got to make sure that I put that third on the backside. Now I do got to run it flip though. But the thirds are not getting beat. Man coverage, you probably one-on-one, bro. Have a field day with it. I just got to make sure I run this flip. He should be the third. And then he just play under. I can play under with him. So that's going to be a full cover 3 Rip Liz. All right. Set it up for a cover 2 man. I'll slow it down for you guys. They're going to be forced to take the check down in match coverage. See, the seam flat's always going to be outside. So if I put him in a vert hook, he'll be inside. That's really the only thing that changes with them. And as long as he's manned up, they're not going to play the running back. Okay? So if he's free, then they will play the running back. But because the assignment, the play that I picked, he was manned up with them, his assignment was go vertical. So if I know that I can do that, if I know I'm going to have him manned up, I could actually just put a vert hook and put 2/3 over there. Actually, I think it's probably best to run the play. Just see, that was man coverage. Man coverage is going to get cooked. All right, so what I'll do is I'll shade both outside, put them in a third. Lord forbid. Then I can put trying to remember how I want to set it up. It's going to be like that. See, the vert hook's going to get inside. Slow it down for you. Same thing. It's just seam flats will be outside, vert hooks will be inside, and you can always set those up on the running back side if you have the running back manned up. So see the difference, the seam flat versus the vert hook. Vert hook will get up underneath, but if you have someone with the aggressive ball trait, they'll lurk it. You know, even if they get beat, they'll lurk real good. Thirds on the outside do not get beat, bro, at all. It doesn't matter who the receiver is. Now, if he's running a fade route, see how he bumped him? See how the receiver ran into me? It slowed him down. You're not going to beat the outside third. You're not going to beat me to the sideline. This is, I want to say this is seam flat. Seam flat trails them behind them. And we just carry the seam flat and the vert hook to the mid-third. I'm pretty much free to do with it whatever I want with my user. I can bracket any one of those routes. But that's, you know, food for thought, something that you guys can consider. I might play with quarters a little bit. Let me see if I can get anything different. If I put match quarters on the field as a user adjustment. So if I run 4 quarters with match on, see, they kind of get beat a little bit. It's like sometimes the matches are good, sometimes they just, you know, I don't like to run press quarters unless you just got elite DBs. Like you have Jalen Ramsey and whoever else all pro corner, then you probably could get away with it. But press quarters, it It's like, man, it'll get beat off the line. You get that shitty ass animation. It's like cover zero. Okay, I get that animation a lot versus cover zero. So do be careful with those if you try to do that versus fade routes. Now, if he's running like an in route, remember quarters, like I said, is man everywhere he goes. So let me show you. Give y'all a good route concept so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. Let's say need like a dig route. Alright, so if I got a quarter, I'll just leave him manned up, I guess. I guess I could just put 2 quarters. Let me just show you. If I'm not mistaken, this quarter, he's not going to go deep. He's going to stay with 17. Just kind of watch. Should stay with 17 wherever he actually gets a good jam on him on the short route. I might actually start using that versus trips. He gets a real good jam. Now he will give up that corner route on the number 3. I'm just give y'all a heads up. But these two guys are doing a good job on the jam in that coverage. So, like I said, if you don't want to give up that corner, like I could run the quarter on that side to take 17, and then I can play user between 11 and 16 because I know Meg is going to be on 17 wherever he goes. Okay, now I can give myself some help on the backside, but I know that 17, I don't have to worry about him. If 16 crosses, I know that the inside quarter takes the number 3. Who's the number 3? 16. Okay, if 16 doesn't cross, 87 goes, I got someone over the top of that. Now I could probably should switch it to a deep half at that point because he's going to be reading the number 3 first, so he might slow up first. But I'm just going to kind of tell y'all, because if I put a match outside quarter over here, I mean, it's the only thing that I have to defend is this one or this one. Those are the only people that I have to worry about. So I'll run the play, and I take the vertical of those 2. Now, I ain't gonna worry about that. I want to slow the play down, and I want y'all to see this match quarter over here just lock Devontae up on the short route. Slows him down just enough, you know. That can ruin people that have timing-based offenses. Like you run man, and someone's running a timing offense where they get rid of the ball real quick, you're going to get cooked. But if you have match from man alignments, you can get these press jams that can really, you know, you can set some good blitzes up behind it because you know that you're taking away those little quick reads. You know, see right here, he can't get that in route. Get a nice little jam on both of them. The only person I let free, but, you know, my assignment is number 16. Now, what I can do is, let's say I go outside quarter, and then I want inside leverage right there. So those 2 match zones I know I want. All right. I could keep that 3 rec if I want to, you know, defend a crosser or something, and then I might put like a quarter or something on the backside. So I could run it like this, and then all I have to do is take the vertical between 16, slow it down. The vert hook didn't give me a jam. It's something you got to kind of pay attention to. But he did kind of do right because those 2 routes were coming in, and he was just going to sit there and wait on it. So if he tried to quick pass that vert hook sitting right there. So I ain't have to really worry about that too much. So that, I guess that was okay. Usually, like I said, I might leave one guy in man And, Marcus can play good man and he can press. So, having him in the slot, usually your slot corner, you want to have someone that can do that. You usually 9 times out of 10, you probably put your best man corner right there. Someone with good change of direction, agility, press. If they can check every box for you, then that'll be your guy. If I didn't have if I didn't have Peters, I would probably be using Hobbs right there. But Hobbs and Jacorian Bennett on the outside is definitely going to be my go-to because they can pretty strong, get a good jam. They got a good change of direction. I need to experiment with this one a little bit. These corner out. See, that's the outside quarter. So if I put an outside third on them, then I go quarter vert hook like that, then I know I got to take 16 wherever he goes. Slow it down. All right, so the outside third versus the tight end corner. Played out a little bit more in front of it. Probably played over the top a little bit. I probably put a quarter over there. I think the outside quarter will probably play that a little bit better. Get a nice good double jam right there. Now, like I said, outside quarter is Meg, and everywhere he goes. It's just going to be, if you're going to play this, you really need to be. You need to have a good safety. Because most times those slot receivers, they'll take off. Especially if you don't, safeties don't move like receivers do. But I'm going to get some rest. Appreciate y'all tuning in for the lesson. Anything else y'all need to know? I'm your guy, man, especially when it comes to match coverage. All right? Appreciate y'all tuning in.